I done pulled my mirrors halfway down, got shorty thighs red. I done pulled my mirrors halfway down, made my gun slid. On fun of y'all don't know about that. That's Eyes Red. You gotta go check that out by Durkee. Y'all gonna think it's a link. Nope, it's on the OTF tapes. You gotta listen to them OTF tapes from Durkee dropping them singles. Hot shit.
This is about a dangerous gang out of Chicago and an artist that is known to put in work. Vonn off 1700 has been buzzing for the past few months. He's even rapped about some of the members that he allegedly killed in some of his songs.
He got ranked.
I checked him down, I got no post, I asked where the fuck you going. The nigga was rap, never shit on the side, his heel was fucking the horn. We killed that nigga on camera, put this shit back, we watching this bitch like a porn. Fuckers, I'm buying a cop for a high, big quarter, and go snatch me a phone. 30 Z up my clip when I'm off the hip, I'm shooting it just like Jordan. I was just trying to get gas, bounce out blast, but that's a dumbass that door.
Pulled out with that Drake, got to blow.
He has pulled millions of views throughout YouTube on each video, but this guy isn't only known for his music, but he is known to put in work.
Like this, yeah.
He came out the gas station.
He was like, And we out here though.
Wait, hold on. He did.
It's cold as hell. They outside. You know they really thugging for real.
He came out the snow trying to eat some chills. The bullet started hitting him. You'll think he was doing TikToks how he shake his head.
And he's also known for allegedly being involved in a murder that happened on surveillance at a gas station a couple years ago.
That might have been him.
Over that
you never know though.
Davon Meeks, aka Vonn off 1700, was born on April 22nd, 2003. Out of the west side of Chicago, he jumped off the porch.
He on the real west end, boy. Real west side.
He started robbing and stealing cars to make money. They would steal cars and sell them to gang members around the neighborhood. Plus, they used these stolen cars to do hits out of.
Yeah.
On my dead homie, niggas cannot do this in their hood. This ain't our hood right down the street, but niggas cannot do this. I can fold in that bitch, baby boy.
Tweaking in the middle of the street, tweaking. That's how the rack is though, like the rack is crazy. Going the wrong places, boy, it's going down. West side, it's whole different rules. You go on the west side, see some shit you ain't never seen before. They want to take speed, they want to take 12 on the high speed, they want to do that.
Vonn would end up joining the SBG set / Snow Gang set at an early age, which this is a set of four corner hustlers located in the Austin area. This gang is allegedly responsible for multiple murders, which the murders that they're allegedly responsible for and they claim
association don't play that.
Mostly same gang members, which these guys are mostly mafia and same vice lords. Same Gang was an alliance between 6 sets. They're all branches off of the unknown vice lords that started in the 70s. Same Gang never had a big impact in the drill music scene, but they became known because they had one of the most hated alliances out west. One of the first members that Same Gang lost was back on July 17th, 2009.
This is real history lesson.
AKA
real history.
Lord,
I ain't know this.
Budley from the Same Gang set. Lil Lord was one of the first losses for Same Gang. She was in the 1600 block of North Mason Avenue when she was found in the middle of the street and had been shot by a apparent drive-by shooting. This all happened around 12:15 a.m.
Right
she
by
was
the
only
church?
28 at the age of her death, and this is what really sparked off the beef. Fast forward to November 19th, 2016. This is around the time that Vonn off 1700 would jump off the porch. So any murders that happened beyond this point, his set could allegedly be involved in it. On that day at around 11:15 a.m., Kevin Shorter Jr., aka AJ, from the Snow Gang set, 18 years of age, was walking with a 13-year-old boy at around 11:15 a.m. in the 1400 block of North Latrobe when someone fired shots at him. 18-year-old Kevin Shorter was killed and the 13-year-old was seriously wounded. Then on January 13th, 2017, Diamond Woods, aka Oso, from the Same Gang set, was in the 600 block of North Central at about 4 p.m., only 10 days away from his 21st birthday, when someone walked up on him and shot him multiple times. He would be taken to the hospital and be pronounced dead at 4:18 p.m. This was another big loss for Same Gang, and after this, they would take another loss back to back. It was March 15th, 2017.
This what made him really turn to savages.
Aka Liddell Weezy from the Same Gang set, was in a white Mercedes when suspects attempted to rob him. On the west side, he was with a man named Mario C. Shields, 18 years of age. But when they took off, they ended up crashing not too far. Both of the men were ejected from the Mercedes, along with 2 other men that were riding with him. A total of 5 people were injured, but 17-year-old Liddell Smith and 18-year-old Mario C. Shields were killed. This could have been a robbery set up by Vonn off 1700, SBG. But on September 12, 2017, Snow Gang / SBG would end up losing one of their members.
Right.
It was around 4:42 a.m.
This is a real
when
history
Isaac
lesson. I'm
Hutchins
listening. I'm listening.
Allen, aka Ice from the Snow Gang set, was in the 5000 block of West Monroe when he was found laying on the ground with gunshot wounds to the face. He would be pronounced dead at the scene at 4:55 a.m. at the age of 32 years of age. He was one of the older guys from Snow Gang / SBG, but was still a valuable member from this gang. This next murder is one of the murders that Vonn off 1700 claims in one of his songs, allegedly. It was June 9th, 2017. Roman Elkins, aka Main Sane / Romany from the Sane Gang set, was standing in the 1500 block of North Linda at about 5:15 p.m. when someone in a dark color SUV started shooting in his direction. He was shot in the chest and was taken to Loyola University Medical Center.
This shit get
where he was
deep.
pronounced dead at 5:52
This is crazy. I didn't know it got this
After the
deep.
shooting, the SUV sped off west on Lemoyne and crashed into a 71-year-old woman's vehicle. She
Damn.
only suffered minor injuries from the crash though. No one was ever arrested for this murder. Vonn off 1700 though was arrested on July 14th, 2021 for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. And on September 23rd, 2022, he was arrested again. It was for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon again and some other charges. This next murder, Vonn off 1700 and his gang claim a lot. And some fans say he wore the same outfit in the surveillance footage in a video, but I couldn't find the video that he wore it in. It was
Right.
July 26, 2023. Anton Benoit, aka Ant from Badgetown / Sand Gang, was outside getting gas at a gas station around 4:10 p.m.
Gotta be on
in the
point. He probably didn't see
8600
it
block
coming.
of South State Street when allegedly Vonn off 1700 and his gang in a dark color SUV drove up. As you can see in the surveillance footage, they would get out and fire multiple
He
shots,
didn't even see it coming.
and they all had high-powered rifles. After letting off multiple rounds, they would get back in the SUV and drive
Before
off.
you wouldn't even
But
realize.
Anton Benoit was struck multiple times. He was taken to the University
Nigga
of
didn't even
Chicago
see it coming.
Medical
Shit
Center,
crazy.
where he was pronounced dead. This was a
That
big
dude kinda
hit
sorta
for
look like
Snow
Vonn,
Gang
though. He is
/
big as hell.
SBG. And after this hit, they would claim this body in multiple posts and videos on YouTube.
Like this,
So he came out the gas station.
He was like,
bullet
ah.
hit him. You
He
thought
was
he
like,
was
ah.
And after this murder, Sand Gang has recently been losing their members back to back because on November 7th, 2023, 28-year-old Kashawn Tyler, aka Kashawn from Sand Gang, was near a sidewalk in the 800 block of 83rd Street
Going
when
down
someone
on the west
shot him in
side.
the abdomen. He was taken to University of Chicago Medical Center where he died. A handgun was recovered and a person of interest was being questioned, but nobody was arrested. And plus on May 24th, 2024, which was pretty recent, they lost another member. Kamarian Jones, aka Lil KJ from Sane Gang, was in the 4700 block of West Polk Street when a car drove past him at about 12:30 a.m. and someone inside fired shots, striking him in the chest. He was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital where he was pronounced dead. SBG hasn't lost too many members over the years recently, but ever since Vonn off 1700 has been buzzing has made it very hard for the ops. When
I ain't
guys-
gonna lie. I didn't know this shit got that deep. I'm gonna be honest. I was just sitting there observing. I gave my little input, but I ain't know it got that deep. I do know one thing though. That nigga Vonn probably did that shit. It looked like him in one of the videos. That video where he hopped out on the right side looked like him. He a little stocky nigga. That I got the same size. So we may never know because 12 definitely do not do their job in Chicago. But West Side is busting. I wouldn't go on the West Side playing out. We can't do that.